We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Washington Commanders. Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. Now Spears to begin the drive. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 5. Right back to Spears. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. You talk about this Washington defense. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
It's taken to the 26. It's a net of 40 there, punt of 48, and a return of 8. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Willis now off of play action. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked off by Kenneth Farley. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that he got into his head a little bit.
And he's got this down to the 35. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes... As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Levis. say it's incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Levis looking to throw. That is caught. He's going to have the first down and more than that. Touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Titans take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Extra point up and through. And it's now a 7-0 game. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw, here's Willis. And he'll find Hall. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Willis. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
1st and 10, Willis. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there.
Well, they're certainly not giving much up to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
On 1st and 10, it's Spears. And able to get this to the 31. But you look at this defense. This unit currently 7th in the NFL, Charles, in stopping the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to it. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And they'll work this down to the 15
not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
2nd and 6. Hand off to Spears. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, here's Spears. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Tajay Spears, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Well, they were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. They give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner, was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
2nd quarter down from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On the ground, this is Grimes. That was huge after being behind the chains on 1st down to make this 2nd very manageable.
Man, how much pride do you have in an offense on 1st down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on 2nd down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, stand ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Play action, Willis. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because This group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. And here's a give to Spears. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 55 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Levis sets up to throw here. That'll be complete to Okonkwo. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll show the defense.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
Levis now on 2nd down. Got his man, Okonkwo. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And this brings up a 3rd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced with your zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Well, I mean, it hadn't been a picture-perfect first half for this defense to this point, but that's a big play to get them right back in the ballgame.
And I think that changes their mind frame. Now they're saying to themselves, hey, we're still in this. And even though our offense hasn't done anything, we've had our troubles on our own right, we still made a play right there that could change the course of this game. Great job delivering.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that'll make our score 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Here's Spears on 2nd down. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you try to have a few men in the box there.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air. because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman, and on stats and scores from around the NFL in the second week of the regular season. Levis on third down. Looking for Shepard deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Well, the first two drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
On fourth down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. This is fielded at the 27. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that fourth down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held him, they might go for it again.
And a pretty good burst right there as they'll take this down to the 33. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Willis on the option to the right. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 17 yards to pick up there.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. To throw, here's Willis. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 2nd and 10. Willis looks to pass it here. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now from the gun, here's Willis. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Sly able to put this one through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
One final shot before the half. Here's Levis. This pass deep for Okonkwo. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this third quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first 2 quarters, they had 2 costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it would be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up a deficit.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. It certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 68 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 11 yards there, just like last play.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Ready.
He finds his man, complete. That's Hall. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 5. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 15 yards the pickup. 1st down, Washington.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Out to his left. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Oliver. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. He was out there waving his arms. When you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
With a carry, it's Grimes. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Commanders have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good 2nd half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, it's offense. They've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Another run. This time McCaffrey. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
That was a good run. Probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Out of the gun to give to Spears. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 76 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. And Spears with another carry. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here, because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
And now a run with Spears. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. But now he appears to be in some pain. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Here's a run by Spears. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. So first and 10 now from the 30. So after some runs, now they'll throw with Levis. And he's going to go down here and sack. They push him back to the 34. Grover Stewart getting in there for the sack. But found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
Call it an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be third down.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
Here's Levis. Work in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. That's a Titans touchdown. Terry McLaurin. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Titans answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown at the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here. And they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Willis to throw. And he's got him. Got his man on the end round. Complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now Willis on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 45-yard line. 99 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, they'll run it with Grimes. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuck that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Grimes. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up.
That's good hard running right there on first and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
Robinson is in. Touchdown, Commanders.
And this is a type of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortune. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll run with Spears. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Right back to Spears. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Penalties not what they needed here. 1st and 15. Back to throw, it's Levis. This to McLaurin out on the left side. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Here's 2nd down. Levis back to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Now we're in this situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his helmet. Totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. They call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Levis to throw.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play. But in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Desperation time now. Here's Levis looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he is going to pick up the Titans' first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allowed him to convert on 4th and long. Levis. That one's taken in by Spears. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
On 1st and 10, it's Spears. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
And now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit, because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Levis, he'll look to throw it. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Commanders have just about sewn up this football game. Just when you thought this game might be turned on its ear, a late interception pretty much going to seal the deal.
Yeah, boy, talking about having your backs to the wall. This defense, they look like they were in danger of surrendering this lead, but they knew they needed that one play, and they got it right there, partner.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
And he will have a Commander's first down, and that should just about do it. Just got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home team finds a way to get it done, a narrow victory.
Yeah, they finished with a flourish, didn't they? Because there were times where each side looked like they were the better team out there, and the outcome was in doubt for much of this game. Every snap seemingly more important than the previous one. Great effort from the guys visiting, but in the end, how about those guys in their home stadium finding a way to win?
So for the Commanders,
they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they'll drop to 0-2. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hard work.